Drest'agath here. Not too much of a strategy, I don't think, in Heroic due to how big the raid size is. It's going to be more of a priority target, understand what's happening around you, get this debuff, etc. So, first, the big mechanic of this fight is that the boss just heals everything back unless you have this debuff. So damaging the boss when you don't have a debuff really does nothing unless you're putting like a dot or something on the boss that helps you gain resources to do more damage elsewhere. And for those people who like logs out there, I'll probably get removed from your logs anyway. Um, so at 100 agony, it just flails and does a bunch of damage. Probably need a healing cooldown there, but unsure. Tank mechanics are here. Grips the tank in. Also puts a seed on the tank. The tank needs to run out. These are all the boss mechanics, by the way. Ad mechanics are down here. Then you have this detonation. Uh, kind of just seems like you have to get out within 13 yards. So yeah. You have a crash again. Get out. Um, does more. Reduces damage from the center. Then you have this Mutterings of Insanity here. This is a dot, I believe. Yeah, so this is right here. These two mechanics are related. It puts a little circle on you that you need to run out, and or players need to get away 12 yards. So just track it, get away. Don't be near someone who has it. Void Glare. It's like a beam that comes out of the boss and all the ads. I'll try to show you a clip of it. You just have to dodge. It's like Mithrax, but harder, I guess, because your back can be turned. So then you have the ads here. This category is just showing all the ads. Um, so the main mechanic is when the ads die, this happens. So they drop these little pools on the ground. You pick up the pool, and you'll do more. You're able to DPS the boss, basically. So the idea is you want to save your cooldowns, like big bursty cooldowns. I'll use Dark Glare because it's like, or Meta, or like some of these cooldowns that are just like super freaking long. You pick this up, you grab it, you attack the boss. You can't pick it up for another minute and a half. Um, this okay. When you kill something, it'll feed him energy. I forgot what that did, but I feed him agony, I guess. And then you have the ads here. So you have the eyes. All right, these guys. All right, they just cast Mind Flay. They do a blast. They hit 100 energy. Um, chunks of flesh. Just get away from them when you see when you see little swirls on the ground. They're probably the lowest priority. They don't really do much. Just attack them when you see them. Then you have the tentacles. These boys. So these boys do. Oh, first off, there's like a void miasma around it, which interacts as a smoke screen. Um, you can only attack it when you're in the smoke screen. They also do a slam. Melee can target taunt it and just like dance around the slam, but if you're in the void miasma, don't get hit by the slam. It will do a lot of damage to you. We really want like people to run into that void area, probably like preferably melee first, with like a healer that could easily get in there and heal. There'll also be this reality tear. Um, don't like so when I don't think this was even shown in testing. So I guess when they hit 100% energy, don't get hit by this tear. It must be like some kind of animation around the tentacle. Um, so this Mutters of Betrayal here is kind of the big mechanic that they do. So this ad will basically cast it like 100k healing absorb on targets within 10 yards, and it will stack. If it gets up to 4, the target is betrayed. So if you're a DPS and you're at 2, 3 stacks, leave the ad. Healers heal off the absorb, keep the stacks down so they don't become mind controlled. Um, don't stack on people. Acid splash. It just does a bunch of. It just like shoots acid at you. In a 4-yard radius. So just be careful. Spine eruption. Oh, I didn't split it up. This is unlucky. Okay, so I messed this up. So this Maw of Dressed. I'll just be. So I lied. So these maws. So these tentacle boys just do the slam, and they're big. Um, and they're kind of like, I feel like they're second priority. And these maws here, that's what I was talking about with the mutterings. So it's gonna be these boys. I knew something was wrong. So these boys, they're the ones that they'll put a healing absorb on people. You gotta heal it off, and if you don't, you get betrayed. Um, and if he's casting agony, um, spines, rings of spines. I don't know. I didn't see this in testing, but it's probably just gonna be a get away from the um, animation mechanic. So when he's at 100 energies, be careful. It kind of empowers the ads. So if we go into the VOD here,
right, that would be lost
oops,
DPS time.
there's the void. So this is the void thing, the Mithrax style. So this is the big boy, and they're just kind of dodging things, dodging the slam, whatnot. That's the beam. So it's coming from the boss, and he did not even see it coming. So you see void glare here. If you watch the boss casts, that's going to be the key. So void glare. So now you know that in this situation he didn't do it, but you know that the boss and the ads potentially are going to shoot at you. You got to watch out and just dodge because I could almost kill them. And these are the pools on the ground that you pick up and you can DPS the boss. So he's going for 1. I don't think he got it. But you get that and then you can DPS the boss. That's the tank debuff that he needs to get out with. It's really just an ad cleanup, pick up stuff, kill them mechanic. It's not super hard. It just requires you to manage your cooldowns. There was a swirly boy. Don't be in that. It's just a lot of like, don't be in this. Understand that these will splash you. Don't stack up. Understand that, these are the get out of 12 yards. Give people room. Uh, it's really just kind of reacting to what's going on around you. So the mythic mechanic is every time you kill an ad, it does one of these big abilities. So it just makes the fight more chaotic. What I actually think is going to happen in Mythic is this isn't actually too hard, I don't believe. The hard part about Mythic is assigning who's going to pick up the DPS and DPS the boss when. That's what's going to be difficult and figuring all that stuff out. But there's not too much to speculate here. Um, we won't get here week 1. So I'm going to wrap things up then, or here, and I don't have any more notes. And I guess Lust, I almost want to say Lust. Lust when people get purple, or when it gets crazy, because more and more ads spawn. So like if you want to lust near the end of the fight, that might be the best way to clean ads up. So I'm gonna end it there. All right, peace.